Go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the That's How We Roll channel. I'm so excited you guys are all here. Thank you for coming back for episode 2 of Fantastic Kings and Where to Find Them, or as of right now, where not to find them, as we have found out in episode 1. What do we have to say here tonight? Let's see here. This is a 6-week adventure. And tonight, all of our amazing players before you will be playing level 6 characters within my own homebrew D&D 5e world. So let's get to know our players, starting with Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I am often known as the pancake guy. I do pancake art and I play tabletop. And sometimes I get to do both, which is kind of cool if you're familiar with Jasper's game day or game week. I actually got to create and implement a pancake integrated game. We've done that 2 years and it's really fun. And I'm hoping that a third one is coming this year. Fingers crossed. I don't know.
Amazing. Great. April.
Hello. Hi, I'm April. You can find me as April Raygun, and tonight I'm playing Nira, the little bardic kobold who doesn't. We're gonna fight, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, and so I'm a little bit panicking.
Dani.
Hello, I am Dani, otherwise known as Bitterthorn on the internet, known for things like cosplay, dice bags, and whoever knows what other new fixation will happen next. And yeah, I'm playing the Genasi Warlock, Silva, she, her pronouns, tonight, and just very excited to see what shenanigans happen in this combat.
Great, and who is next? Daniel.
Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel Denova. You would know me for voice acting and illustration. I do both of these things together, usually. I'm going to be playing Son Leon, the barbarian rogue Dhampir in Fantastic Kings and Where to Find Them.
Oh.
Hey everybody, my name is Jacob Plicque, Duval King Jacob, on Twitter, Instagram, wherever one can be found on the internet. I'm being loud somewhere, I assure you. I'm a co-founder of the Empathy Theater, where it's our Twitch channel where we play video games and TTRPGs with empathy and diversity as numero uno. And I'm also the Dungeon Master for Duval and Dragons over on So Many Games Twitch channel and a bunch of other shows and stuff. And tonight I'll be playing Kotatar. He's a Horizon Walker Ranger, so Githzerai, and we both use him pronouns.
Damien.
Hello, everyone. I am Damien. I created this channel, but I am very, very glad to see it blossoming, to having new people involved, and who knows what might come in the future. Tonight, I will be playing Reginald Bellagamba, Marquis de la Sackville. He's an Eladrin Rune Knight, and hope maybe we want to do the Indigenous acknowledgements now.
Yeah. I'll just throw out that hello. I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me at Twitter, Hope LaVelle. I am the Dungeon Master for tonight. You can watch me play an 80-year-old grandmother type character. On Children of Earth every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. PT. And yes, with that, are we doing our land acknowledgements tonight?
Yeah, I will go ahead and just take it away from there. We'd like to acknowledge the land that we are inhabiting currently as players across, the globe. For the United States, we have the Hohokam, Tamaqua Creek, Cherokee, and Fernandino Tataviam tribes. And that is it for us. We just want to say that, as someone who is indigenous, if you are living on this land that has been, forcibly taken from people, the best thing you can do is take care of it, and supporting initiatives that keep this land healthy and pure.
And thank you very much. That's beautiful. Daniel.
Kia ora, from Aotearoa, land of the long white cloud, for the first people, the Māori people. Thank you for just having us here, basically. And we want to and always will entreat and coexist, build up, and make sure that everyone is happy.
Daniel.
Damien.
Sorry, not Daniel.
Damien, you mean?
Damien.
That's fine. As the lone Australian today, I begin by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land on which I am playing from today, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. 1 week from today is Australia Day, but those of us who are, I guess, more conscious of these issues call it Invasion Day. And next week I will have a lot more to say on that. So back to you.
Thank you. And with that, let us settle in and begin the second chapter of Fantastic Kings and Where to Find Them. So, a quick recap. When we first started our adventure, our party found themselves in a town celebrating their 100th year as an entity, as a town, and it was a beautiful festival, and they were having lots of fun. Until suddenly, a giant earthquake shockwave bust through the town, completely destroying it. Once the dust settled, they found that an island had fallen from the sky in a very mysterious way. They traveled to find this island, and once they got to the top, they saw that there was an elven city, a very ancient elven city. And to figure out what was going on, they went to the temple in the center of the city, and found a queen who explained to them that this island stayed in the sky because of a power bestowed upon the king from the goddess Alseta. And now he is gone. So the island has fallen because the king has been mysteriously taken through a portal that is now in front of them. And this portal has just whipped out a tentacle, a shadowy tentacle that is going straight for the queen. At this moment, we begin with initiative. We'll do initiative, and then I'll let you guys have your reactions. So let's just get those numbers.
Okay.
All right, I will come
roll
around and
initiative.
ask for it.
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right, let's start with Kotatar.
24.
24? Man, you've been thinking about this all week. You're like,
Yep.
You've been like sending your vibes into the dice.
I really have, and I'm glad it didn't I didn't fuck it up.
Bust wide open.
I should have practiced.
What'd you get, Sunleon?
7 on the dice for 15.
Okay, Silva.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me. I got a 10.
All right, a 10. What's your dexterity?
1.
A plus one?
Lame. Yep, it's just one. Just one.
Okay. Okay, Nira.
18.
18. And Reginald.
Reginald is obviously being traumatized by this tentacle going for the queen, so I got a 5.
And David.
13.
13. All right, so give me a moment. I'm going to put these all in order here. So, of course, Kotatar is going first, followed by Nira,
No.
followed by Reginald. Oh, sorry. Senleon, what is your dexterity?
My dexterity is +5, a 20.
Amazing. Okay, so you'll be going third. And then
Interesting.
Yeah, that was asked twice. I'm concerned.
That laugh
Oh,
is
you're right.
beautifully cute and unsettling at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well played.
sorry, just juggling some things here. All right, so next it will be
Fates.
24, 13. 13 will be David. And then followed by David. 13 will be 15. I think all that's left is Silva.
That'd be me.
Okay. Then we have. And then we have
Reginald with my poor 5.
Oh no.
All right, perfect. This is great. All right, you guys. So, this tentacle, shadowy tentacle, has just come out of this portal and is flying towards the queen. Now, the bow of warning has lit up just in time for Kotatar to see it, and you get the first reaction. What would you like to do?
All right. So he doesn't have anything reactionally to do game-wise. So he'll just say, "Eyes up. I knew I smelled something foul."
Okay, and that is your reaction?
Yes.
Awesome. So we'll Nira, would you like a reaction?
No.
Okay.
Don't really have anything to help this situation in the form of reaction.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
I'm just gonna hold on to that. But thank you.
Suddenly on?
I'm going to draw my weapons as a free action with the dual link, and I'm going to take one swing, because...
Is that a reaction you can take?
Reaction?
Yeah, is that a reaction you can take a swing? It's a...
Oh, I thought you said we had an action. What can I do for a reaction? No, I don't think so. I'm just going to be like... "Bleh."
That works.
That tracks.
Perfect. Yeah, you're all getting a reaction because of the bow of warning, if you guys are wondering. You don't have to take it if you don't have a reaction. David. Is there anything-
David's just gonna kind of prep his shield and kind of like Kier, eyes forward, and Kier's eyes are gonna start to like have fire just kind of trickle through.
Does Kier act upon himself, or is he just... with
Kier
you?
shares the same initiative as I do.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Reginald, do you have a reaction?
Reginald is going to scream, "Queen, alone!" Is it alone? Alone, yes? Eloane? Whatever her name is. Eloane! Queen Eloane, no! And you'll see, under his beautiful frilly shirt, you'll see his armor glow like clouds coming from it. And I activate my cloud rune, and when I see a creature within 30 feet of me hit by an attack roll, I can use my reaction to choose a different creature. So I'll have the other creature be myself.
Oof. Okay. I accidentally skipped Silva. Silva, do you have a reaction to this or anything?
That's okay. I didn't have anything anyways.
Okay.
Keep going.
Reacting to that.
I'm reacting with surprise.
Whoa!
Okay. All right. I have your initiatives. You guys have gone through your reactions. Reginald, you have now distracted. Basically, so these runes come out, and does it just kind of magnetically have the creature change to you, or is it a distraction? How do you describe this flavorfully?
Flavorfully, yeah, I think magnetically it just kind of sees a target that's more interesting, and it just goes.
Very good. All right, so this tentacle is going to reach out for you, just change course completely, but it is going to whoosh. It kind of whips around you and almost becomes shadow, and then it kind of comes back and rears up just above, like it's sticking out of this portal, and it's just kind of like looking over you guys, so it doesn't hit you. And we will start with the initiative. Actually, the queen sees that you did this, and she just quickly says, "I must go help my people. Please handle this." And she's just gonna bolt. She's getting out of here.
Okay.
You guys will be fine. Bye.
Any backup would be good, but sure.
Godspeed, Queenie.
You guys got this.
She so you have successfully saved the queen. Very good. She gets out of there safely. Starting up now with Kotatar. This is you with your 24 initiative. What would you like to do?
Indeed. How far away am I from the tentacle?
You're definitely, I would say you're definitely within 30 feet.
Okay, I'm happy with being with 30 feet. So seeing what Reginald Reginald did, we'll see in a minute. Not exactly what I meant by eyes up. And he, bow already in his hand, he takes an arrow and it begins to glow with this purplish arcane energy. I'm going to use my Plenar Warrior ability as a bonus action. As the next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack, all damage dealt by that attack becomes force damage, and the creature takes an extra d8 of force damage from the attack, assuming I hit, which we'll see what happens.
Amazing.
So I'll just
Go ahead
draw and fire.
Boom. Here it goes. This tentacle is wiggling. Let's see if you can hit it.
Ooh, actually, I rolled pretty well. That's a 26 to hit.
So you see it wiggling, kind of weaving out and in, and your arrow just goes right into the heart of this tentacle. If it had a heart, you hit it.
Right.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
Not his first rodeo. 8 plus 5, so that's 13 points of force damage.
Perfect. 13 points of force damage.
And then second attack. Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
For another 9 points of piercing damage.
Perfect. So that's 2 arrows then?
Yes, it is.
It was like, phew, phew. Cool.
Yep,
these
absolutely.
arrows just floom, floom. And even though this tentacle is made of like a shadowy hue, you actually notice it has like a purple iridescence to it that kind of, it doesn't seem completely solid, but these arrows dig right into it, and they are there, and they are stuck in there. Great. Is there anything else for your turn?
Last thing is this tentacly situation. Would I recognize it as an aberration, being that one of my favorite enemies is aberration?
It is not.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know.
Yes,
That's it for me.
Okay, great. We're moving on to Nira.
Okay, cool. Cool. There is just one tentacle, right?
Yes.
Like there was a for now that needed to be added to that.
It's like
that you can see. Okay, so we're 30 feet away from it currently. Mm-hmm. So I can't do that. Then I am going to. I'm so nervous that I can't do. For my action, I am going to cast a spell on it.
Great.
I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Oh, jeez.
Great spell.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna try to end this. So I need a Constitution 15 saving throw. I'm gonna cast it at level 2 for now.
Pretty Connie. Let's see. Ooh.
Worried about that.
That's a 9.
Yes.
Very
so
nice.
That's 3d8. I don't have any d8s. I'm gonna have to use the website. I didn't pick them fast enough. So that's 17 points of damage.
Got it.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to clear that because I can't see. How many? No, I'm not going to do that yet. Bonus action, I'm going to Bardic Inspire. I'm going to look over at who's next in the initiative.
San Leon.
Me.
San Leon and be like, you got this, right? I just like pat you on the arm and I'm just going to like backstep 30 feet more. Back up.
So, you reach out your hands and just shatter this tentacle. It's like it's up in his air, and you see it like shatter and kind of like vibrate, and then it comes back together because it's made of shadow. But it definitely like cracked and shattered. It just kind of reformed a little bit, but you could tell that really hurt. And then you backtrack it, so now you're about 60 feet away from this tentacle. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. San Leon, you're up.
All right. I'm going to bonus action, rage.
Ooh.
But just before that happens, I'm just drawing my weapons. And as this happens, you touch me on the arm and I go, ugh. Oh, hi. Yes, I think I can. I definitely can. As I draw the weapons, I draw both rapiers. I charge to the side, sort of like dashing a little bit, not actually mechanically, but like dashing to the side. And I just kind of aim for probably about the midriff of this tentacle, and I take a swing recklessly. Because I believe that a bunch of us are around it, so it's not singular. Like we're around it? Or is it just me?
I think you're the only one that has a... Yeah, you're the only one
who pushed forward.
Yeah.
In that case, I will not reckless.
Okay.
Because I'll use rakish audacity to get advantage anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going
that's so
to
cool.
take a swing with the rapier. Let's see. What do I get? So I got 18 on the dice plus... Dex plus proficiency. Where's my swingy swing? Plus 8. So 26 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna sneak attack as well, just on top. That's not bad. That's a 5 plus that. So that's 8 plus 5 plus damage, which would be dexterity. So that is plus. Oh no, I'm doing dexterity, so rage doesn't apply. So it's 10 plus, so that's 18 points of damage, piercing or slashing, depending.
All right.
As I just swing across. I use my bonus action to rage, so that's my turn.
So you guys see Sun Leon, he just pulls out I think I know I can, and he pulls out these two swords, and he just starts to almost feel a little bit bulkier as he charges forward, and with one rapier, right? Or do you use both?
It would be one because I couldn't bonus action with the other to actually swing.
So
rage,
you swing, and this sword it just goes straight through, and it just slices right through this shadowy tentacle, and you just see this tentacle go, and like the shadow starts to dissipate all the way to the tip of it, and all you see that's left are these two arrows, blunk, blunk, that hit the ground. It is gone.
That was easy.
But wait, there's more.
Hey, I don't believe it. Let's go.
It was coming.
Come on, yeah.
Suddenly, 5 more tentacles come raging out of this portal. All of them shadowy.
Funny that.
No one on the planet has been more excited about tentacles than these people in this right now.
Whoa, tentacles!
There's 5 of them!
And 5 of us! Yes.
No, I want nothing to do with this. Y'all have fun.
So as you guys had seen with the previous tentacle, it had a purpley hue to it. These tentacles, for mechanical and sanity of the DM, each of them has a different hue to them, just so that we know which one you guys are hitting. So each of them have a hue. You have a red, an orange, a yellow, a green, and a blue. They're all black shadowy, but they seem to have an iridescent glow about them that each kind of gives them a different color. So that'll help you guys as you go to battle. Okay, one reaches out and starts to attack, and it's going for Sun Leon. Oof, that's not great. Where's their what is their plus? Oh, it's a plus 6. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Boom! You are raging, and even though you're like right on top of him, of these tentacles, you just like seem to weave right around them. Let's see. Okay, and then as a all right, we're on to just kidding. The red one starts to, and it's gonna go for you, Sun Leon.
Boy.
Double up.
It's probably not great. It does a 14 hit.
No, it doesn't.
You're like dancing in between these tentacles. You're
I'm
just
gonna
like,
brag about this forever. It's gonna be awesome.
Great. So they are just raging around you. All right, David, you're up.
That's tentacool, man.
Are any of these are the tentacles like moving around? Like, is there any point where they kind of converge with each other, or are they like spread out? Or
Think about this. This portal is about, maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. It's like a 10-foot diameter portal, and they're all just coming out of it. So
Cool.
all of their bases are within that portal.
all right, so David's gonna look at these and be like, "Well, that's more of them." He's gonna put his hands out, kind of like this, and as he raises his hands up, a trail of fire comes up, and he's gonna form a circle, and he's gonna make a flaming sphere, 5-foot diameter that connects with all of them, pop out right there, right for them all to enjoy. So I'm gonna need from every tentacle within a 5-foot diameter to make a dex save of 14.
Dex save.
Like a dex save.
So I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 saved and 2 failed.
Okay. Sorry.
And you can designate, if there's a certain color that fails, you can.
At this point, none of them are hurt, right?
That's correct.
So-
Yes, that's correct.
So dealer's choice. So I'm gonna roll 2d6 plus oh god, 3 plus a d8, 5. So 8 damage to all of really. Come on, flaming sphere. So yeah,
8 damage
8
to
damage to all of them. To everyone, half for a save.
Half for a save. Okay, so that'd be 3. That's 3. That got 4. Okay, great. I have to pull out a calculator.
And then there's a little bit more to that.
Okay.
I'm just seeing if it because it stays there. So any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of this. So if they don't leave, they're just going to be getting persistent hits on that. And for my bonus action, Kier, who's standing next to me, will do some stuff.
Move.
He will do a flame seed. Where's your stuff? Flame seed. Okay, so it's a +6 to hit.
Whoops.
Oh yeah, it's gonna do it. 16 plus 6, so 22.
22.
To hit?
What that hits?
Any of the ones that took full damage.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go with blue.
Okay, so that's gonna be 1d6 plus 3. Okay.
Wildfire druids, man.
Yeah. So
For real, man. There it is.
11, 12, 13, 14 damage to that one.
Right? Oh, sorry. It didn't need to make a save or anything?
It was a spell attack. It was a ranged attack weapon.
Oh, and you rolled. You got a.
Yeah, and I
Okay,
got
you
a
got the 22.
yeah.
You got the 22.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's, 14 fire damage.
Ooh. And then that will be my turn.
Okay. 14 plus 8 this time.
And we'll stay put for now.
If I could do math. All right. Okay. 22 left. Okay. Perfect. And that's it for you. All right. So, Silva, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just and run towards it, kind of doing like a cut and weave as I like kind of make my way around San Leon. And I will, like, as I'm like spinning around the tentacles, I'm gonna hold out hands together and cast Burning Hands. Let's see, it says each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dex saving throw. So however many you think would fit in that needs to make a dexterity save.
15-foot cone. If you're hitting the base, you're gonna hit every single one of them because the portal is only 10 feet. So
Rad. Okay.
yeah. So you said dex save?
Yes.
Go. Oh my gosh. Okay, 1 and what was the DC?
15.
All right, we've got 3 fails and 2 saves.
Okay, so let's see, let me add up this. The failed saves are going to take 7 points of fire damage, and the others will take half. Rolled very
7?
low. Yes, and so 7 and 3.
Okay. So
And that is going to be it, I believe.
3 and then
Yep.
7. 7. So you light this up. Tell me what this cone looks like.
Ooh, so as a fire genasi, as I bring my hands out in front of me, you see my hands start to glow at the fingertips with like a red hot fire, and the magic will like travel down from the fingertips into the thumbs and build up into like this bright ball of energy, and it's just gonna shoot out in this fiery cone towards the tentacles. It'll roll around for a second and then just suck back in to the center of my hands as it disappears.
As you do this, you kind of almost hear as if the tentacles were screaming, but you know that they can't because they don't have a mouth. But you almost hear this like high-pitched as you do this, and the tentacles start to, you know, kind of vibrate back and forth, and one of the tentacles just goes and disappears as you have completely obliterated the blue tentacle. Very nice. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it. I believe I'm probably ending like 5 or 10 feet to the side of wherever San Leon is.
Okay, so you guys are both pretty close to these things, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so next, this yellow tentacle that just got burned is gonna almost like the tip of its tentacle almost looks right at you, Silva, and it just charges straight for you. That is a 22 to hit.
Yes.
All right, so I need a DC 15 strength saving throw as it tries
Sure.
to grapple you.
Let's see here. Where are we at with the strength? Okay. See, don't remember what you said. Oh no, that's so bad. That's a natural one.
Oh!
Worst you can possibly get.
Oh, that is...
Oh, the pain.
I'm muted.
11
I was muted. Was it too late to silvery barbs the tentacle?
I'll give it to
Sorry,
you. I'll
I
give it to
muted
you.
myself. I couldn't unmute. I'm sorry.
That is hilarious. Yes.
That is amazing. Just the panic.
Yeah, absolute panic.
I love you so much, April.
Oh man, you might have just saved her.
I pull a triangle out of my backpack and throw it.
Oh, does a 19 hit?
It'll still hit.
Still, that was a good try.
Yeah.
So you will take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled as this shadowy tentacle just wraps itself around you. And since you rolled a 1, I have to make rolls here.
Doesn't she transfer advantage to someone as well? Like it gives disadvantage to. So,
If you want to, yeah, because silvery barbs, you can give advantage to someone, Nira. If you want to give it to Silva.
Silva?
Yeah. But that's you get it. The chosen creature's advantage on the next attack roll ability. Oh, so yeah.
But you can give that to anyone you want.
Yes. So can I then? Sorry, give that to Silva.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's gonna need it.
Affected the strength save?
Definitely gonna need it.
No, ability check, never mind.
Yeah.
Or saving throw. So yeah, would that affect
Yeah.
that one saving throw?
No.
The chosen creature's advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. It makes it within 1 minute.
because she was muted.
You
It would've
silvery
been-
barbs it. It re-rolled, so you gave your thing to her. So it attacked She had to make a. So yes, if you want to re-roll that strength save, I'll give it
That
to you.
sounds like a
I
good
am
idea.
so sorry for.
That's okay. We got this.
I think I'm still gonna fail it. I mean, it's not a natural one, but it's still very low.
I tried.
I'm sorry. I know you're doing great. You're an amazing bard.
Amazing.
Yes.
Go Bard, go Bard.
Good part.
Okay.
Listen, you're doing really well. I just am a bad roller.
I'll tell you this. She just saved you because while you still failed and you will take that damage, nothing else happens. For now.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
Hey,
because you rolled a natural.
Cool.
Everyone wants to have a conversation with your dice. Now would probably be the time.
Yeah, we might have to take a little time out behind the screen here.
Hey, buddy.
Continue
Let's have a
on.
It
conversation.
goes, I think. Yeah.
You are grappled,
Okay,
but
still
nothing else has
grappled.
happened. Yes.
Awesome. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Awesome. Okay, this green one now is just like rearing up, and it
Oh,
is going for. Uh-huh.
Sorry. I need you to roll a DC 14 dex save for me for the yellow tendril. Because it's a flaming sphere. And it ended its
Starting
turn.
and it's yeah.
Yeah, ending. But there's really not
Ending,
much
right.
place for them to go, so it's
I
gonna
know.
be persistent.
A dex save?
Dex 14.
It matched.
Okay,
does it
so we'll
still
say
take?
half.
Wah, wah.
Takes half? Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the save, yeah.
So this was the yellow tentacle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
The
go
one
ahead.
who just went, yeah. Come on, friends. Okay. 4 plus a d8.
Just get into Final Fantasy combat stance.
10, half to 5.
So 5. Oh, ouch. Okay. Great. The green one now is going after San Leon because you're right there and have been attacking. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Oh my god, you were just You were just a raging dance machine today. Okay.
I'm pirouetting everywhere. Yes.
Capoeira.
But this orange one is starting to rear up as
I'm so sorry. I need
Oh
that.
yeah. I got you.
Hi, it's me again.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hi. Sorry. Excuse
Hi
me.
guys. Sorry.
Lee, you're adorable, bro.
So sorry. Can I get the DC 14 real quick?
Yeah, it's a fail, so green
Oh.
will take full damage.
So snake eyes, and then let's see what the D8 is. So that's gonna be 6 damage.
6 damage. Beautiful.
You said they failed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's full 6.
Okay. Well, so this orange one, seeing this sphere and seeing that this other San Leon is just untouchable, he's just really frustrated. Is going for you, David. Now, David, you are within 30 feet. That's right. You haven't moved since the start.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one
Yeah.
that has moved.
Yeah,
is
I'm
Nira.
still 30 feet.
Okay. Then it's going for you.
What?
Does a 22 hit?
It does, in fact, hit.
All right. I need a DC 15 save. For, strength.
Strength, you said?
Yep.
Plus 0? It's a 5.
All right.
And people stop being grabbed by the tentacle.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning
Kind of
damage.
what they do.
And you are grappled. And I need you to make another strength saving throw.
Another one?
This one's important.
Oh, wait, it shouldn't be. 14?
Oof. No. Sorry, it's a fail.
Oh, that's
So-
a high DC.
This
Yeah.
this tentacle starts to pull you. And it pulls you. I have to double check. Hang on a second. How much does it pull? Oh shit.
It keeps on pulling and it pulls you a long way.
It pulls you
It
into a hug.
pulls you into the portal. And your flaming sphere goes out.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Okay. Cool.
But
Cheer is
right as-
still there.
Okay, Kira's still there, and I'll let them take that turn. I'll let you also do a final damage on the orange as you get sucked in as it ends its turn. So it needs to
Yeah,
make a
okay.
dex save. Dex save 15.
Yeah, that makes it.
All right, so it's half damage.
So 5 plus a D. 10 halved.
It's 5.
Yes,
All right.
5.
You guys.
Is it dead? Am I good?
It is not dead.
Oh, you know what? It wouldn't take that damage if it went in the portal. It didn't end its turn there.
Oh,
It
yeah,
is.
you're right. You're right. Okay, I'm taking that away. Sorry, but thank you. Thanks, David, for being so honest.
Wait, what? What did I just do?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you being honest?
So you guys see this tentacle just reach for David and just in one fell swoop just wrap around him and pull him, and you just see David's body just go right into this, almost like a black muck just sucks him in, and he is gone. And Reginald,
Is the portal still open?
The portal is still open, and the other tentacles still remain.
Okay.
So, Reginald, you're up. Oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. Here.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Silva's still wrapped up?
Yes.
Okay, so how far is she though? She's 30 feet?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, I can't make it. Oh wait, yes I can. So he'll move 25 feet forward, reach out to Silva. So Silva's 5 feet away from him.
Yes.
They were gonna both teleport away 15 feet back, and everybody that is there, wildfire, baby.
Yeah, baby.
That's it.
Everyone that's there needs to make a DC 14 Dex save.
Okay, San Leon is there. So.
Yeah.
Dex
that's-
save.
I
Casting
think
my roll, by the way.
I think that in this instance, the need outweighs the beefy barbarian with dexterity for days.
Yeah, I'll roll. That's my dex saves.
Ooh, I got a nat
so
20 on one of
that's-
those. 17.
Dex.
I have one fail. I'm sorry, what were we rolling?
DC 14 Dex save.
Fiery teleport.
Okay, yeah. I've got
It does.
How do we
It
check
looks
out
like it's an all or
Dex
nothing.
It's an all or nothing?
Is it-
Okay, so one fail.
It's just +5, isn't it? Yeah, so because I'm 20, so 17.
Yeah, you're good. So just one fails.
Yep.
All right, it's a lot of damage. Jeez.
Bring
I
it.
need the rolls. The
Wildfire
dice.
spirits, man.
20 damage.
And then halved to
No. I think it's an all or nothing. It doesn't say
Oh.
to succeed.
right. Sweet.
This orange tentacle does not disintegrate. It just explodes with that fire damage. It just, and the orange one is gone. Just sprinkles of shadow just fall. Very good. Anything else for Kier?
I think he is concerned looking at the portal, but no, that's all.
So Kier grabs Silva, right? So you guys bamfed back, what, 30?
15.
15? Okay, that's fine. She's not grappled anymore. You did a great job. You've effectively saved Silva for the time being. All right, Reginald, we're up.
For the time being.
Well, this is very, very unelegant and very unsportsmanlike. How far away from the portal am I?
If you have you charged up to get the tentacle with the queen, so
Yep.
I'm gonna say you're 15 feet away.
I'm going to run 15 feet to the portal. Can I see in the portal? Can I see David?
You can make a perception check. No, I'm gonna give you a perception check. I can't make an investigation just because we're in battle and you don't have time to investigate. So give me a perception.
Okay. 13.
13. It's like a black muck. It is thick and you cannot see anything through it, especially with these shadowy tentacles kind of coming out of it and weaving through it. So normally that would be an action to perceive. Was there anything else you wanted to do? You can.
Yes. What don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to turn back to Silva and say, Silva, I'm so sorry about Oberon. I loved them. I love you.
What? No. What? What are you doing?
And I'm going to jump in the portal.
All right. You guys see Reginald, only one side of his face. You can see the mask on one side, his eyes on the other, and they're almost tearing up for just a moment as he looks at Silva and says these words. And he looks at all of you and then just falls in the portal. You see him disappear. And
Now
that was his turn. Yeah?
Can I reach David in the portal to touch him?
Yeah, I guess, do I see him now?
No, because
Not yet.
obviously you're dead. Oh my god.
That was just movement, right?
You moved
great.
15 feet.
Yes. I'll dash to him if necessary. So I've got 45 feet.
Reginald, you are falling. You are falling in darkness. You almost don't know which way is up and which way is down. Now, David, would you be calling out? You also are falling in darkness. You can't see. You don't know which way is up. Would you cry out? You don't know anybody else is around.
More than likely, you'd just be hearing, shit!
Okay. Make a perception check, Reginald.
Oh, okay. Oh dear. This could be important. 16.
You hear just off in the distance, shit. You think you guys are falling at the same rate. It's almost like you went through this muck and now you're just floating in an emptiness as you fall. You don't think you can reach him, but you know you can hear him. You know he's alive.
So I can't reach him?
No.
Okay. In that case, there's probably not much more I can do.
All right, we're moving back up to the top, Kotatar.
So much has happened. Oh my god. Okay. So like rolling back in for like 3 seconds of time, he's like, all right, gonna go take care of Silva. No. Okay. Gonna go try to save David. No. Why did Reginald jump in? And he's just like, he drops like an F-bomb in like deep speak. So it's just like, and he's gonna actually run up to the portal where Reginald and David are. And he's just gonna yell, oh man, what's gonna actually, as he's running up, bit of an action economy question. As he's running up, he takes out an arrow. He's gonna tie one side of like a rope to the arrow, and he's going to run up to right in front of the portal, and he's going to attempt to fire it right into the portal.
All right, as a bonus action, give me a sleight of hand check to make sure that as you're running, you can tie this knot.
Sure. Totally cool with that. Natural 16 for a 21.
You got it. You are swift. You're very dexterous. You've got this. So you get up to the portal, and you're gonna use your. So that was a bonus action. You're gonna use your action to shoot an arrow into the portal.
Yep.
All right. And
Yep.
are
It's
you
gonna be up, David.
All right. So you were literally up on. Actually, where were you? Were you still 30 feet back?
I was 30 feet away,
Okay, so
but it won't matter in a second.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Wait, what'd you roll a 1 on?
To fire the arrow.
Oh no.
Are you serious? I've got you.
It was so good.
It just goes, and it kind of gets sucked into the muck of the portal. And you see that it's getting kind of pulled in. Your rope is slowly disappearing into the portal.
That is. God, he was so cool for like that. For 5 out of the 6 seconds of this round, he was fucking so cool.
It was a valiant effort.
Whiff at the end.
Okay, Nira, you're 60 feet back. What would you like to do?
Yeah, okay.
Pretty thorough.
Nira, Farah, Nowhere near.
Wherever you are.
Near, far, wherever you are, I'm a coming for you. Question. If I were to use the broom, is that an action or a bonus action? Or free?
Bonus action. I'll give it a bonus action.
I want to use 2 bonus actions then. Okay.
If you want to make it your action, that's fine. But you can use it as a bonus action.
Okay. And who is all in the portal right now?
Just
Reginald
and
David.
Mine was by accident.
Oh, shit. Are we going in then?
I jumped.
Are we going in then? As I jump on my broom looking for any kind of signal, but I am gonna fly straight for it.
Can Kier say something?
Sure.
Kier would be like, we're here, save these people. If they're alive, David will find a way. I'm still here, so David is alive. Just deal with the task at hand first.
That is my action.
Okay.
The broom only goes 50 feet.
Okay.
Bonus action, what I would like to do, because now I'm really close to everyone, but it doesn't matter. I would like to use the Mantle Inspiration. So everyone still here gets 8 bonus HP. But here's the important thing, and me too. Everyone can now use your reaction to move your move speed without opportunity attack.
Oh,
nice.
Fantastic.
So then I would immediately like to use my reaction if possible to fly into it.
You're going in.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what we're doing, right? We're doing this.
Kier said, don't do that.
Oh, wait. Kier said don't do that. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
said
misunderstood.
don't do it.
No, it's okay. You don't have to.
Are we not going in? That's where the king is. The king went to the portal, right?
But the tentacles
Do
are
as you
still
wish.
tentacles, right?
I'm going in the
There are
portal. I'm
2
flying in the portal.
Do it.
It doesn't matter.
think
I have
closest
no
are-
opportunity attack.
You guys
No
are
one
all,
has paralysis. It's just.
You guys are all in front of Nira, so all you see when you're all looking at these tentacles in the portal, and all of a sudden you just see this little kobold on a broom just fly past you, drop a bomb of a magic spell on you, and then just right into the portal.
So if
That's why I
you
have
all
so much
want,
regret.
you can use your reaction
many
to move up to
regrets.
30 feet. And nothing will opportunity attack you.
All right, Nira, you.
We all use our reaction to go in the portal.
And okay, that's great. I'm gonna call that your turn though, because that was quite a far movement and a.
Yeah, no, that is my entire turn.
Okay, perfect. You have disappeared into
Disappeared.
You have disappeared.
It's a portal.
I've
Hey,
decided to
okay.
see what's on the other
Into the
side.
portal.
I hate everything.
All right,
I'm not gonna let them go alone.
Suddenly on, you're up.
All right. I have tunnel vision, not portal vision. So I'm going to. Yeah. I'm going to.
Why am I here?
I imagine that I've got like a singled out tentacle. One of them, I imagine.
Yeah, you've got a yellow and a green one left.
I'm going to swing. You see Senleon like breathing heavily as he's like pirouetting and be like, nope, no, too slow. And like I'll take a swing. Well, maybe what was one of them's coming down. I'll just go like with the skewer of like one of the rapiers. So right. I'm going to use my audacity to take a swing, I guess. So that'll be +8, so that's 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I'll use sneak attack. Because it's sneaky. Yeah. But that's good though. So 9 plus 7. 14 points of piercing damage. As the blade goes like into, just kind of like pull it along the length of this tentacle. And then I'll take a.
So you go kind of like straight down. You kind of slicing it in half.
Yeah, like pinning it down and then just raking the blade through the thing. Yeah.
As you do this, it just and it just dissipates right underneath your right over your blade, and it is gone. You guys are down to 1 wiggling tentacle left.
With that, I just yell, Back to the Shadowfell with you! As I like spin around and then just swing through the next one with the bonus action on my other
Very
rapier.
good. All right.
This one does not have sneak attack, but... I
just love that there's a barbarian with a sneak attack. I'm just...
Yeah, it's cool. That's cool.
Swashbuckler.
Yes, indeed. So that's 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sweet. So that'll just be the D8 this time with pluses. So that's...
I actually missed it. You guys have 2 tentacles left. Sorry. Missed one.
Oh, no worries.
That's okay.
That is 6 point. Wait, sorry. Yeah, 6 points damage. I rolled 1 on the damage. But I swing through and nick it as I'm pirouetting.
You do exactly that. You nick it, and it just kind of like jolts a little, but it is still going.
And I'm just kind of like yelling profanities of various languages at these things. Again, tunnel vision. I don't even realize that people have gone into the portal. I think I'm aware of David has been pulled in, but I'm not aware of anyone who's jumped in.
All right. Yeah. All right. So the one that has not been nicked by Sun Leon here, the red one, has its eyes on Silva because they almost had Silva, and they don't like losing. So Silva, I'm going to make an attack at you.
The tentacle's petty, Hope?
You know what? I'm petty, okay?
Okay, that's fair.
Does I'm gonna guess a 25 hits.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I need a strength saving throw, DC 15.
Right. Okay.
Oh, that's lucky for you.
I also have something. Since I've been hit by an attack that I can see within 30 feet of me, I'm wearing my talisman. I'm gonna use it to do 3 psychic damage to that tentacle and push it 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
The save is an 8 again.
Oh, like you oh, really? Okay, sorry. So what was your damage with the psychic?
Oh, so that just automatically happens because it's the talisman feature. So I got an 8 on the strength save, but also when I'm hit by an attacker I can see within 30 feet of me, using my reaction, I will deal, it's just a flat 3 psychic damage.
Oh, got it. All right, 3 psychic damage.
Pushes it 10 feet away from the talisman's where I don't know.
Oh.
If they can be pushed, but...
I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to say that it's coming at you, and almost magnetically, as if like a north and a north magnetic hit each other, just and it just it's repelled from you. So it does not grab you, even though you failed.
Yeah, I want to say that when Kier put Silva down, she stood there, just looking towards where Reginald jumped in, and she's struggling with words, and as this tentacle comes towards her, she screams in anger at Reginald or the tentacle, who knows? And you see this force come out around her to repel it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This tentacle just flies back and is almost like, if it had eyes or some sort of facial features, you would think that it's just completely taken aback. Like, what just happened? Very nice. And actually, it is your turn now. Actually, no, I take it back. Sorry. David, you are up. David.
How am I doing?
You're doing great. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Let me pull my notes here.
A net 2's good, right? We're playing reverse. 4.
A pass?
Oh no.
You're doing fine. You feel completely disoriented. You're in complete darkness. You are falling up, down. You're rotating. You don't know how much longer you'll be falling. And that's pretty much. Is there anything you'd like to do? You can't. There's nothing to grab onto. There's nothing to do except for fall. So if you have anything else you'd like to do.
So here's the thing, Hope. I'm a druid. There's always something. I mean.
I love it.
But I can move can I can't really sense anyone around me, right? Just because I am so disoriented.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna roll the dice and happy that no one's around me and no one can see me. I'm gonna try something that David's never done ever. And it might be scary to the people that are up where the portal is, because here is like, because he doesn't look like a fire spirit, he looks like David, is gonna have just this line, like this yellow line that just kind of goes down the middle of him, and he starts to like disintegrate into fire and disappear. As David tries his best to remember what a giant owl looks like, but he doesn't know animals great. So it is really gross. It doesn't have quite enough feathers.
It's molting?
Its beak is
Like
kind
a
of
baby
like a pelican's beak. It's just David doesn't really know. It's just it's a bad owl. It's a bad giant owl. But he turns into a giant owl
Great. I love
and
it.
spreads his wings out to kind of like orient himself. And did he hear Reginald coming down, I guess? I don't know. Can I now that I'm an owl?
Yeah, does an owl have any sort of perception bonuses to hearing or sight? I know that some animals do.
Get that stat block. Let's just say this is an owl even Robo Goblin wouldn't want to try to pet.
Lies.
Keen-
You never know.
There's no
Actually,
such
I feel
thing.
Yeah, I feel like he would. I feel like he would.
Dark vision, 120 feet. Keen sight and hearing. Owl has advantage in wisdom. Perception checks that rely on sight or hearing.
Okay. Yeah, give me
So
a
it's-
perception check on advantage with advantage.
Alrighty. A 3 and a 4.
Oh, oh no! Dice jail,
All
please.
around me are familiar faces.
Worn out,
So,
please.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Literally.
in this moment, he's just going to, instead of trying to go anywhere, he's going to try to just stop his movement and kind of flap and experience being a bird for the first time and search for anyone that maybe is coming in after. Because he's got great, if they're close enough, he might just be able to see them.
David, as you in this deranged owl form, as you spread your almost featherless wings out, you start to slow down and you stop twisting and turning. And you can almost see below you or above you something that's reflective. And that's where we're going to leave it and move on to Silva.
The echoes of her scream dying out. She hears her heartbeat in her ears, and I think her fists are gonna come into just like, or she's gonna make a fist, and as she's standing there, looking at these two tentacles that are left, you see the veins on her skin start to stand out as they glow like a forge, and she shoots her hand out towards the tentacles and is going to do an Eldritch Blast. It's gonna look like domes, molten pieces of like iron blasting out at this these tentacles. Let's see, we got 2 beams. So we'll go 1 for each tentacle. Oh my gosh, y'all, our dice are cursed. The first one is going to be a 16 to hit. The second is going to be a 10.
Okay, 1 hits.
Okay, the first one is going to do 7 plus 4. That's 11 force damage.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast does.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that is movement. We've seen 2 people go down, 3 people go down. Where there's just San Leon and Kotatar with me.
Yep.
San Leon is hammering away. I'm gonna grab his arm. And
As I look at you.
I don't even flinch. And I just say, they're all down there. And that's just gonna be it. That's gonna be my turn.
All right. I love it.
We're all getting down with the portal.
As you shoot out your molten, this 2 of these, one tentacle kind of just forms around it as it goes through, and the other one, boom, takes it dead on and explodes. The red one is no more. Now only standing is the yellow tentacle. Very nice.
Yellow.
And it is yellow's turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow.
So you guys are all right there on top of. It's actually going to be Kotatar
Sure.
after. Come
That's
on.
fair.
I feel like my dice are too big for this tower. Oh, but that is a 12 to hit.
No.
All right, it
Perfect.
misses. It is disoriented. It is hurt. It is missing every single other tentacle. It is alone and lost. It is now. It is now Reginald's turn. Reginald, you're falling.
Does my dark vision give me any help in this situation? Can I see the owl?
How far can you see?
60 feet.
Yeah, you can see something. It's kind of an abomination a little bit. You think it's an owl. It could be an owl. You're far away, but you don't know if it's David though. I want you to make a roll. He has never wild shaped before. If I'm correct.
Oh, good
right?
point.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, but it
That's
doesn't
a very
people's
good point.
eyes. It has eyes of people. Like it looks like a
of
human eye.
Okay, I'm gonna allow you to make an insight check.
abomination.
So Reginald, make an insight check. DC 16. If you get above a 16, you can maybe make out that it is David's eyes.
17.
There it is. So you, while completely, you're like, am I gonna turn into an animal? Like what is that what the portal does? I don't know what's happening, but I think that's David.
Yeah, so I am gonna make my way to David.
All right, so you're falling, but you can kind of aerodynamically shift your weight, and you can quit spinning and turning and falling and kind of aim yourself towards him. And I'll allow you to catch up an extra 15 feet. So now you're catching up. Let's see, you went in the same turn, so I'd say that you're within 15 feet of him because he is slowed down.
If I dash, can I reach him then?
You're falling. I don't know. Can you dash while you fall? I don't think so. I'm gonna say you can't.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Yeah.
What I can do though, I can phase step 30 feet. So I will phase step 30 feet. So I'm then 15 feet below him.
Very good.
So be on me. Be on top of the owl.
Oh, actually, yeah, no. I can face. If I'm 15 feet from him, I'll face step to him, and then he can
I'm a giant.
hang out on my shoulder. Yeah.
No, I'm a giant owl.
Oh, you're a giant
You're gonna
owl.
hang out on
What?
his shoulder.
You're a
You
giant
can
owl.
ride this disgusting, mostly.
You can ride this ride. You are that
All
tall.
right, I'm just gonna face step and hug him and go, David, you're an owl.
Oh dear.
All I imagine was you looking at this owl and being like, nah, and like face stepping past it so you could keep falling faster.
Yeah.
This is the most chaos ever.
Yes.
Oh my god. Just can't handle it.
So I will hang on to David for dear life as we are falling. Yeah, there we go. That's my
All
action.
right. Coach, bring us home. Bring us
Can
home.
someone clip that for me, please? That would make me
Yes.
incredibly happy.
Will do. Will do.
So, staring at the arrow
God.
floor, the rope continuing to disappear into the portal, the shape of the tentacle that goes to strike at him, and he sidesteps. Not now, and he just spins around, and he's going to, as he knocks an arrow. There is suddenly this wind that just picks up and begins to surround him as I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike, which allows me to, first of all, my movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. That's my bonus action, by the way. And once before the spell ends, I can give myself advantage on a weapon attack roll on my turn, and that attack also deals an extra d8 of force damage on a hit. And whether I hit or a miss, my walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of my turn.
Amazing.
That's
All
my
right,
favorite ranger spell.
It's so
awesome.
good.
So good. Yeah.
And I should have used it last round. It's all good. I'm gonna fire at that. This yellow.
Yeah, this is yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah. I didn't need it. Natural 20.
Woo! All right, tell me
Of
how
course.
you kill this.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Not even roll damage. Just,
Calamari.
how does it die?
Right. So he just spins around and just yells, "Not now!" And he fires, and as it hits the force energy, like just this large purple energy, actually like the yellow that was emanating from it is like replaced by that purple energy, and it just pops. Like a pressure, like it was pressure, like running, and it just pops into paste and shadow. So that's my first attack because I actually remember that I have 2 now.
There's nothing left to attack.
Yeah, there is, because there's people in there, and I can fire at them again now.
Okay.
So, because I don't know anything that's happening in there, so I'm going right back to my original plan and take a new arrow, tie it, and I tie it to my waist, and I'm going to fire into the portal and
All right,
hopefully
let's
this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's much better. And if you know what I can, holy, you're the best. That's a 28 to hit.
All right, let me think about this. So your arrow goes right into the portal. This time it's just like super aerodynamic, right through this murk, and it disappears. But you rolled a 28 to hit.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
So
and I just yell as I let it go. And so somebody catch.
Okay, who's in the portal? We've got Reginald, we've got Nira, and we've got David. Now I'm gonna say everyone else, Nira, I'm gonna give you, since this was a 28 to hit, I'm gonna give you advantage to catch it. I'm gonna say that you can see it, advantage to catch it. I'll say it's a.
What am I rolling?
Let's do.
Acrobatics?
Yeah, let's do like an acrobatics check.
$16.
Phew. Right as it gets it almost looks like it's about to hit you, and you just and you're gonna catch
The
it.
broom. Could it just hit the broom?
or it just like sticks right into the brushels of the broom.
Amazing. That's incredible.
I love it. Okay, and you feel the rope go taut, Kotatar.
Celion, you're up. Help me pull.
All right, you guys are out of initiative. I've got San Leon, Silva, and Kotatar. You guys are still up top, yes?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, what would you guys like to do?
I briefly look at Kotatar and go, "That was mine to kill." And then you start seeing him sort of fighting with himself a little bit. Looks at you and goes, and runs over and starts to try.
You've had plenty.
I'll pull with athletics, I guess. Whatever you wish, DM.
Before they start pulling, can I see Reginald and this monstrosity bird?
You have dark vision?
Yes.
How far?
60.
You give me a
But
perception check.
Oh, I would also like to argue when I flew in, I flew in 40 feet.
That's fine. Yeah, just give me a perception check.
Okay. Well, 11.
You're more distracted by the fact that you see something reflective up ahead of you, above you,
Ooh,
below you.
shiny?
You're not sure.
Ooh.
Shiny?
I was gonna say this portal. It's just darkness, right?
Yes.
I have Devil's Sight. I can see in both magical and non-magical to 120 feet. Am I able to see through it?
Ooh,
It's just a
question.
double sight, guys.
Good question. Good question.
Obviously.
Casually have devil sight.
Just casually, you know.
Warlock
Everyone
though.
does.
Warlock on the warlock.
They gonna do? Yeah. So like, as I look down at the portal, then I guess I wouldn't even see that it's darkness. I can just see, and so I'll see the disorientation going down below, and hey, this way, and try to help direct people with my voice.
Okay. I need everyone in the portal to make perception checks.
Can I fall up? Fall up, damn it, fall up.
I'm also just gonna casually yell down at Reginald, "I'm gonna kill you for that."
Oh, my perception was +5. It's still terrible.
Perception. Oh, I got dirty 20.
I rolled a nat 1. Can I still be
Oh,
really? I want the shiny thing. I don't care about what's going on at the portal anymore.
I respect that so much.
Totally.
I rolled an 18 +5, 23.
All right.
April
So
Chaos Raygun.
even though you guys are further than Nira, you can hear this very faint voice coming from behind you, above you. It's calling out.
I mean, I recognize it. I recognize it as Silva, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna.
What are you laughing at?
I'm gonna fly us straight up and try to grab Nira with my talons that are a little bit more like fingers than talons. But they have no
Oh
claws.
no!
I cast
What about
fireball
me?
at this thing.
Nira, you have no idea what this creature is. You
You
think it
do
might be
see
something-
Druid on the back riding like a Treyu.
Reginald, do you say anything?
Oh, cool. So I'm on your back?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ride. Yeah, ride. Yeah.
Nira, you just see this abomination of an owl just coming at you with its claws, its fingery tendrils or tentacle or whatever.
April knows it's you. Nira would cast something.
I think
You
it's
do,
totally
however,
fair.
Do
you
it feels
see
right.
Reginald going, woo!
I'm waving my
Okay,
hands at you.
happy,
It's
not
okay.
scared,
it's
Reginald.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Amazing.
That might still be disconcerting, actually. To be honest.
It could be.
I mean,
In my head, this is my chance. No one will know. I'm gonna fly towards the shiny thing.
So you guys literally pass in the night and just go,
oh my god, I love you so much.
I got a nat 1. A nat 1. I'm going for the shiny.
sure. For sure, yeah. I love you so much.
And a nightmare beast is flying at you. So that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this platypus duck-billed owl with human fingers is flying towards me. I'm going the opposite.
That's really ironic. That's really
Yeah, I
ironic.
know. It's really
That's right. That's what this owl looks like, Robo Goblin.
I'd still hug
Falls in your
dream on
court.
that.
Sometimes ugly's cute.
Robo still hug it.
Robo still hug it.
So David, then is your intent to head back towards the voice? Okay, so you've only heard her say something once. You know which direction to go, but you don't see like an opening to a portal or anything. It's all dark, but you're heading the right direction. Anyone
Would you
on
see
top?
the rope?
Oh yeah,
Because
you
the
would
rope
see
is
the
stuck
rope.
to me, so you would see the rope as I flew past.
You would see the rope. You could follow the rope back.
Then I
The rope as you're flying.
Why is it going the other way?
yeah, I'll grab the rope on my way up.
Are you gonna pull?
No, I think I'm a little bit too disoriented with the fact that I'm a disgusting owl thing. I am as uncomfortable at being this as it looks. So I'm probably just going up.
All right.
I'm hoping that the rope is going to keep her safe.
All right, guys, up at the top. What are you guys doing?
Meanwhile,
at the Legion of Doom.
I'm going, look, why is it getting in the portal? God!
It's flying the opposite way. Where are you going? I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're just like yelling into the portal, just like
Wrong way!
This is the only way in that way. Why wouldn't you come out this way?
At that point,
But Silva's seeing perfectly fine this owl monstrosity going, oh!
I don't even know what's happening down there.
Silva, you do see this creature coming up at you, about to fly right out of the portal.
Back up. I'll try to pull us back as I see it coming towards us.
David, would you like to exit the portal?
Yeah.
All right. You see Reginald atop this glorious owl come out of the portal and into the temple.
What are you?
Kind of a sort of long neck.
Oh no!
Every time he discusses it, it gets worse.
I know, right? Just add more. There's actually gore dripping from it.
I know what my nightmare is.
Just
right.
I need art of this owl.
Oh,
Yes, please. I will jump off the back of this lovely creature and jump onto the ground.
And I'll land back.
where's Kira?
And
Nira.
What is that?
I just stumble.
Who's
and
Kira?
Silva!
I'm really angry right now, and I don't know names.
See. And
I'm
what was that?
back. I'm 90%
Lightheaded.
certain that is David.
You hear bones breaking as slowly.
Oh,
90%
sorry.
certain, not 100%.
This is why
no,
he doesn't
80%.
He all the claws start forming into also hands, but now they turn to gnome hands, still on a giant owl, and it's from the top down, just turning back into David, and he's just really ashamed, and walk basically has his back to you guys, but everyone okay? Is everyone good? Is everyone good? Is Kira here? Is Kira around?
Yeah, don't know where Kira is. Yeah.
Have I
Not
reached
sure
the
what you
shiny
mean.
thing yet? I don't care about these.
I'm
people
pulling
anymore.
on
I have a new
the
life
rope
down here.
real hard, real hard.
I am going to message Silva because I know that Silva's watching this portal. That there's something down here. Because I'm within 120 feet, I can message.
Yeah.
And so if you
Oh.
can still see me, I can message you.
Nira is going after something shiny.
Ah,
That worked really well
Why?
last time. We nearly died.
She has been known to do this before. Maybe we should just let her be.
We'll just
Right,
keep an eye
Reginald,
out.
I would like to remind you that the last time I nearly lost an arm, so maybe not a great idea.
Yes, and
and I fully lost my patience, and I'm pulling on the rope.
I lost a fair
Right.
chunk of my beautiful hair too.
Nira, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I'm just glad you're alive.
Oh, it went well. 16.
Hey,
I mean, it's
that's what I was waiting for.
the broom gets pulled, and you do not.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
You are now
Oh, no.
falling without a broom. As Sam Leon is pulling up.
I pull up the broom, and I pull it up, and I go, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Oh no. This is it.
I just imagine I'm having a tender moment with Silva. It's oh, I'm so glad. I'm sorry. I won't do that ever again. Why is the broom empty?
Are you invisible?
Nira,
Not this time.
I look down the portal.
you can no longer see Nira.
Oh no. I don't see her.
I jump in.
Oh!
Now, I would like to make a point. You guys know,
On the
everyone
broom.
would know the broom code word by now.
Cool.
Yeah. I yell the code word very irritably and jump in,
Pancakes.
and you see it's starting to kick.
It's cheeseburger.
Oh, it's cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger! And as you hear the sound, it's going. At this point, the rage fades, I think.
You collect
And I'm
yourself
flying in
again.
and-
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm shaking my head. It's like, right, going into a portal to rescue Nira again, flying on her broom into a void portal, because that's a thing today. All right. Nira!
And because it's near his
As I'm
room, it's a little
flying.
bit shorter, so it's just
Yeah.
ridiculous looking.
Yeah.
It's just like a little stick.
It's like riding a little tricycle.
Yeah.
I'm flying.
Or the little horses, like the head.
Well, I used to
Flying
think
on a
Sam
damn
was
toothpick.
elegant and eloquent, but I think I've changed my mind now.
You guys see Sun Leon jump into the portal on a broom.
Cheeseburger. I fly in. I'm darting.
Are we gonna wait? Are we gonna wait for him, or?
Everyone
should
make
all just
intelligence checks right now.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Sure.
Oh wait.
Me as well.
Oh, actually, we're pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, that was so
That's
cute.
gonna go well for me.
17.
That's a 5.
Dirty 20.
18.
That would be a 8.
All right.
20. Dirty 20.
David, Silva, Nira, and Kotatar. While you guys are doing this back and forth and trying to figure out what's going on, get everybody together, and this just kind of this chaos and ridiculous mess, Kotatar especially, you know this portal sucked in the king. And if you guys don't have to, but if you feel inclined to help this island, you feel like if you want to find the king, this is where you need to go. You don't have to, though.
What do you reckon? We save Nira, go to the Winchester, grab a pint, wait for this all to blow over.
Yeah, actually, I'm really good with 2 sessions of D&D. I'm actually like really great. Like
I'm good with that. I think
David walks up to the portal and just goes, cheeseburgers, and then just jumps in.
Oh.
you just say it for nothing. You don't even have the break.
Yeah.
You just say
No,
cheeseburger
he's very-
when you jump now.
He's very upset about all that just happened.
Yep.
He went through the worst thing in his recent life to have someone just be like, oh, they're still down there and we need to go down there. Like,
Yeah.
cheeseburgers.
Are you turning into something as you go down, or you're just gonna?
I can't anymore.
Okay.
yeah, you only have so many ball shapes. Okay,
I'm
so
going to try to catch the broom on my way down.
Right?
Do I notice, David? I'm like, I'm
He went in
less
pretty
tunnel
quickly
vision now. I'm
after
not
you.
raging.
Yeah,
I'll
I would
make a
say that
perception
he's right behind you. Pretty
Can I help him? Because I'm
Perception.
cursing as I'm going down.
Sure. Yeah, it won't be a high DC.
That is not a good roll. Perception, yes. That would be a 7.
Wait, hold on. But I'm helping you, so add
Yeah.
3.
Add 3, so it's a
Oh, wait,
10.
you have
Oh.
a bardic inspiration still.
A bardic
Did you ever use it? Has it been 10 minutes?
I don't think it's been 10 minutes.
No, it has not.
no,
You
not
have
yet.
a D8 then. You can add to it.
That's why I'm mine.
All right, I'll add +3, so it's 10, and then I'll add a D8, which is a 7 on the D8. Not bad, so 17. So
Hey.
from a 7 to a 6. So thank
Bard
you.
life.
I snap my head up, like I just look at it, David.
All right, David's there. You see him. He's coming in.
Kotatar, do you have any way of not splatting into the ground if that doesn't end, or if it does end?
Perhaps. I'm more concerned about the fact that we spent all this effort to bring everyone together only to just unresolve that
I know.
quite literally immediately.
But the king did get dragged in there, so I think perhaps we have a moral duty to rescue him.
Yeah. All right,
I
come here.
suppose.
I'll motion Reginald to me to do kind of like a arm around the shoulder kind of thing, and we'll jump, and like I have my hover feature that I can use or whatever, so hopefully if anything happens, we won't be hitting really hard, so...
Good. Kotatar, you're the only one up there. You're alone. What would you like?
Enjoying the silence for once.
Yes.
And he's actually, because he still has Zephyr Strike, and he will make a note of, because because it's actually, is it just one portal completely?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Question for you now. As a Horizon Walker Ranger, I can detect portals once per short rest. In my mind, so it's like the distance and direction to the closest planar portal within 1 mile of me. In my mind, I know where this is. So I would like to know if there's another.
There is not. It is this one portal.
With that confirmation, fuck.
Guys, some of you have gotten used to this feeling. Some of you, it is new. It's a very new feeling. You're falling through darkness. You're unable to see anything. It's completely disorienting. But soon enough, below you, above you, hard to tell, you see a mirror substance. It almost looks like mercury or something. You hit this mercury kind of like, and you get sucked through it. And soon you find yourself standing on top of this mirrored plane, on top of this mercury-like substance. And each of you have made your way to this point, and now find yourselves standing on a endless pool of this reflective surface. It's almost just like an inch thick. And you're surrounded by fog, and it's dimly lit, so you can see there is light. You don't know where it's coming from. You guys can find each other. You guys all fell roughly within the same area. I'll allow you guys to find each other, but that's where you are. You are in this endless void, it almost seems like. What would you like to do?
As I'm looking around to everyone, I would spot Nira.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm sort of like not looking at Nira, but sort of walking toward, like looking at the surroundings, and I just put my hand out and go, "Your broom."
Thank you. And I immediately take the broom hand and like poke the ground. I want to see if I can puncture through it like liquid, or if it's like solid. I am like crouched down, like trying to figure out where we are.
It almost feels like a wet mirror. It's definitely like an inch of liquid, but there is a bottom. It's very much like a solidness to it after about an inch.
And can we see through it, or is it just fully reflective?
You see your reflections. That's pretty much it.
Last question before I'll let something else. Is my reflection really is it really following me? Is anything weird about my reflection in this round?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
All right, anyone else? What'd you like to do?
Silva, Silva, are you
Good.
Are you still angry at me?
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad at you for the rest of the day. Maybe even the rest of the week. You went into that hole without knowing if you were gonna live or not.
I know. He's a strange man, David, but I've kind of got a soft spot for him, and I didn't want to see anything happen to him.
What was your plan when you got to me, Reginald?
I was planning to face step you to safety, but I had no idea that it would be so deep and dark.
Well, I appreciate it, and I am so sorry for whatever that was. I didn't like the idea of being pulled down here by whatever that was. If we had to come here, I wanted it to be our choice to venture and not be captured. And well, now we are in a void of Mercury. I don't know. Kotatar, you deal with some stuff like this. Is this familiar at all? I mean, what are we dealing here?
Oh,
You can roll a history check, or if you want to choose something else, survival, whatever you feel is more linked to your ability.
yeah, I'll go survival.
Okay.
While he's rolling that, I'll just say to Reginald, well, I don't want anything to happen to you either. Or David. Next time, we talk about a plan first.
Yes, I agree. It was very insensitive of me. I remember that one time that we were stuck in that well with Oberon, and it must have brought bad memories. It did for me. Now thinking about it now.
Could I have helped Kotatar with their survival? As I'm poking the ground trying to talk out loud.
I think this is one that Kotatar needs to do on his
Okay.
own.
But I did use my bardic inspiration, so you did help in a way. That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
You haven't experienced anything like this yourself, I would say. You can beg to differ if you have a backstory for that I don't know about, but you do know about portals and other realms and planes. You're not sure where you are, but you get the feeling that it could be very similar to the realm Limbo.
Which is where I'm from.
Oh, is it really? I did not know
Yeah.
that. So then
Mhm.
this might seem, it's not, you then know if you are from Limbo, you know that this is not Limbo.
Right.
But
I can at least rule it out.
there's-
But it
there's
feels
some similar. If something feels similar about it, this doesn't seem like a normal rules are always rules kind of place.
It's Twister.
Yeah.
We're at Burning Man.
I think what concerns me the most is that though slightly familiar, it's quite different from what I'm used to. We should probably be very careful.
Kotatar, can you see anything around? Anything other than this mirror substance?
Can I roll for it?
Yeah, if you want to use your goggles,
Can I
you
help?
get
I
a,
do.
some,
It already gives me advantage.
yeah, it already gives.
That's right. We did the thing. We brought it up.
That's different, and also I have dark vision, so I think I can
Nice.
help. Not sure.
So does that be your perception bonus? Is that what I'm
That
adding
would
to
be,
this?
so that's a +4.
So 19.
That's what.
All right, so the two of you, Sunleon and Kotatar, as Kotatar, you step forward and bring your goggles down, and you're kind of scanning through this fog. As Sunleon, you kind of put your hand on his shoulder and kind of point in a direction. Kotatar, you
Don't touch me.
almost you almost make
Uh-huh.
you make a 360 all around you, and in the far distance you think you might be able to see like a shape of a very tall, maybe it's like a mountain or something, but that's the only thing you see around you. So it might be a good starting point, is maybe something you might make of that.
He'll point where Celian's pointing. Odd to have a mountain.
The only thing we can see as well.
Good place to start.
I think so. Everyone,
By the way, Reginald, can you come here for a second?
Yes, of course, my friend.
And Damien, I have to ask you a question.
Sure.
Do I have a consent to hit you in the face? Hit your character in the face?
Yes, you do.
So, next time, maybe just give us a bit of a warning. And he takes out a small handful of powdered sugar. That's funny. Powdered silver, and he smacks you across the face and casts protection from evil and good.
Oh, that's somehow very sweet.
Yeah.
You get
And-
used to it.
I guess I deserve that, but I had to think quick, and a moment's hesitation, it could have been the end. But I mean, it worked out all differently. But yes, I'm sorry. Thank you, sir, for your protection.
You're welcome. And you feel like this bluish arcane energy surround you, and aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiend, and undead have a disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them either.
Thank you.
And David will stand up next to you and just basically say, like, you didn't deserve it. What you did was very brave, and I thank you. And I know that we've all got something we could have done, and I would have been fine. So I can tell that he did the magic thing to you, and he's Kotatar. It doesn't cast spells gently, but thank you. I do, and I'm looking up at you because I'm about as tall as Nira. I'm just like, I was very brave. So thank you. And I'll follow.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend.
Kotatar, can you copy that language into a chat so I can read it? Of what
Protection from evil and good?
Yeah, that would be great, just so I can kind of read over it.
Sure.
Great. So you guys...
Zoom, Discord, what would you like?
Zoom's fine.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're welcome.
Okay, so
It means I did it right.
what would you guys like to do?
Wander toward the mountain.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, while everyone was having that little touchy moment, Nira realized that she got away with no consequences, is on the broom scouting. No consequences to my life.
Facts. So true.
Yeah, I
everyone's
don't think
like,
suddenly it's on Sarah's brain now.
Yeah, why did she fly in there? Why was she being weird? Now, see, we had to be in here. I gave you all a free ticket in the portal.
It was already free.
In fact, they were actively giving it out via tentacles.
I know what you're talking about. I am very giving. I'm a very giving and loving friend. Okay,
Such
that's
a
all I
giving
care.
kobold.
Yes. Thank you so much. I look up at Nira flying, and I kind of think to myself, I was angry at Nira for some reason. I can't remember why. Oh, it doesn't matter. Nira, do you see anything from up there that we haven't seen before?
Do I see anything up here that no one's seen before?
Amazing.
Just a perception check.
Oh, that's not bad. 17.
The fog seems to be endless, even as you go higher. It may be a little thinner up here, and you, with some, just because you know which direction to look, you can see way off in the distance there's something there, but it's far off.
There's something really far. Like, I know
Is
the
it in the
mountain's there,
direction
but-
we're walking?
Yes.
It's probably the mountain.
Is it the mountain?
You
I don't know.
If it's a mountain, who knows? It's just some sort of dark structure that seems very big.
A large
Anything-
dark structure.
Is there anything
Structure.
dangerous, like a dragon or anything, or perhaps some worthy foes for us?
Nope. Nothing. Just fog and a weird structure. But I'm pretty sure there's something dangerous that way.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, this whole mirror world feels. Hey, we can't get out. That's pretty dangerous. So,
Well,
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, this whole mirror world feels. Hey, we can't get out. That's pretty dangerous. So,
Well, But yeah, no sign of the king either. So
Also the source of tentacles that tried to kill us.
yeah, I wonder where the other end of this
Burying the
tentacles came
lead a
from.
little bit.
So when we came in
feeling
the
that it was
portal, I'm gonna
around.
land.
Okay.
Yeah, when we came to the portal, there was nothing on the other side. So that means the tentacles. Where did they come from? What were they attached to?
The portal, I think, mayhap. They were just attached to the portal. There's a way
So
to
that
grab.
they can come out of anywhere.
Maybe.
Or are they portal
But I'm
specific?
thinking they were originally there for the queen. The queen got away, and now we're here.
I would sincerely doubt that the tentacles themselves are sourceless.
Oh, can I ask?
Attached to something.
I was brought down via Uber Tentacle. So, what happened? Did it just disapparate as soon as I was in the thing? Was it pulling at me?
As soon as
Good question.
As soon as you went through the portal, you were falling. There was nothing holding on to you.
Yeah, as soon as I went through the portal, I was falling. There was nothing holding on to me.
Was it a summons of some type?
Change.
We should probably start heading for the structure while we talk, just in case.
Yeah,
walking and
we're doing
talking.
this. Yeah.
Let's walk and talk.
Walk and talk.
I will say, if we just head in right now, I'm not doing super great.
Did we take like a 30-minute, half a little short rest?
I mean, is it Kotatar, Reginald? Do you think it's safe to take a breather?
Is there any structures at all around here where we could safely rest, or it's all empty land?
Safe to
As far as
assume
you
none of
guys
it's
have-
safe.
Yeah, as far as you guys see, there's nothing around you except for fog.
I'm good to keep going. It's just,
Until we have some sort of cover, let's continue.
Maybe the more injured of us should stay in the middle, and we should protect them as best as we can.
How
I'll take the
injured are we
front.
all? Who's the most injured, and where are we sitting?
I'm good.
I'm at
I'm fine.
I'm at 29 of 44, so I'm fine. I mean, I'm okay. I don't
I
have
will
any
cast-
beast shapes.
Yeah, I have a free cast wounds I can use, first level. So I use that
Gang.
for 8 points of health healing.
Beautiful.
Everyone make perception checks.
Oh, I hate it when you say that.
My favorite thing.
Oh, god damn it,
Yeah.
5.
25, baby.
Dang. 17.
16.
6.
As we're walking, talking, can I be back on the broom?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to use a bonus action to pull that out again.
Yeah, no worries. Kotatar, you guys are
Hi.
walking and talking, and everybody's kind of, not really paying too much attention as they're talking about who's hurt and who's this, but you know to be alert. You've been in a world like this before, and you aren't letting anything get past you. Kotatar, you realize that you guys no longer have reflections.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I didn't have one to begin with, but
This is normal for me.
Stanley Owen, do you have a reflection? That's weird.
Super
I'll kind of do the classic sort of hit fist up, try to get people's attention, and then just point down.
You all
Kakimochi
see
no
this.
jutsu.
If you all look down, you'll see that you guys don't have reflections anymore.
I draw my
my
rapiers
God.
immediately.
I fly up another
God, my
5 feet.
beautiful face. How can I not look at my beautiful face?
All right.
Oh, you'll be fine.
What's but my bow is still dormant.
Got that bow, Hope. What are you gonna do about that bow, Hope?
Let's
Gonna do?
use the
What you gonna do?
dormant.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Damn, he's thinking.
I also can't be surprised inherently as a Totem Barbarian.
Cool.
I don't. You're so casual about this.
That doesn't answer the question.
That's all. That's all. You just notice it.
Question.
No glowing bow, no nothing.
Yeah, like, is it just in this bottom reflection, or if like we take out like a weapon and look to see if we have a reflection there, do we see anything?
Ooh.
That's a good. Yeah, you try it, but you don't see anything.
Oh, I'll look over at Reginald. Now you should be worried, and I'll kind of flash it at them, so he sees that he can't see his reflection still.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear.
I would say one thing about the bow, just as a theory, is that it only really will glow for enemies. Yes, anything intentionally trying to harm us.
I think that's fair.
So
That's sort of
you
how
know,
I
if something doesn't
envisioned
want
it.
to harm us, but it's around, we might still need to keep an eye out.
Something could be
Something,
around.
yes. Yeah.
I would like to try something that might not be a smart idea.
Okay.
Yes.
Can we vaguely remember the last time I saw my reflection?
Question.
You can recall. What can I say? Give me like a history check. The history of your own past.
30 minutes ago.
12. I did not roll well.
You've been flying around most of the time. You've been up high. You probably think the last time you saw it was right before you took off to go high up.
Okay.
So it's probably been, you guys have probably been walking 10, 15 minutes at least.
Okay. That idea probably wouldn't work. My idea was to message my reflection.
Oh, that would have been really funny.
You could try.
Okay, I'm going to point towards the direction last I saw my reflection and be like, hello?
What, how far does that reach?
120 feet. I'll be like, hello, is anyone hear this?
Bueller.
Bueller?
Hello, can anybody hear this?
Yeah, let's go.
I don't like this! Guys, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this! I can talk to the reflection and it talks back, but it said the exact same thing I said.
What does that
Hearing that
mean?
from like up top.
Do you have to say the exact same thing I say?
Do you have to say the exact thing I say?
Yes.
Okay, now this might just be a fun game of how fast can I talk and hope for
What have I done to myself?
Yep.
yeah, it repeats exactly what I'm saying. As I'm like now kind of head level with everyone.
What does that mean?
Based on that information, could one of us possibly make a intelligence roll to
I would like
determine?
to work on that, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not intelligent, so
Oh, okay.
I'm just
That
like
was-
Me neither.
reflection.
The idea.
I see.
I was going to say
Gorgeous, darling.
sort of a mirror
I'll-
realm.
I'll say Silva and Nira can make Arcana checks.
Cool.
Love that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Love that for you.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
Not a dirty 20. A 4.
Oh,
Ooh.
I hear me like not a dirty 20, a natural 20.
I was totally thinking
I
that
wish.
too.
I wish.
Nira,
Powerful nat 4.
I would say that you're getting a really strong sense about this just because you're the one hearing it and kind of connecting to this voice. You don't sense anything dangerous or malicious, but it does sound like you, but you know it's not you. And actually, I'll say, with an Arcana check, you can actually feel where this, I would even say this kind of magical voice is coming from. You see ahead of you guys, in the fog, figures.
See what?
You see figures. Shapes.
Okay.
Humanoid
I, like,
shapes in the fog.
Point them out.
They don't have tentacles, do they?
Not
Point
that you
them
can
out.
see.
There's 6 of them, and 2 of them are particularly
Really
short.
short, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone,
How far away?
I think I found us.
I'd say 60 feet.
Does that mean found us?
And I just like point.
And you kind of see in the distance, like that one of the figures kind of does a
Damn it. I was afraid you
this
sure
is
want to say
cool.
that.
This is really neat.
Well, if neat's the right word.
I am going to grab something out of my bag, like a candle, and prestidigitate it to light up to see if they light something up. I now want to know if they have my powers.
In a mirrored sense, you see a little light kind of come through the fog.
It can do what I can do.
I draw my rapier.
You see that one of these figures draws a sword.
Freaking out here.
Put the sword away, put the sword away.
It puts its sword away.
Maybe if we don't attack them, it can't attack us. Or we don't attack ourselves.
Also, we don't know if they've seen us. They may just simply be able to react to the way that we're reacting.
Do I have a sense that it knows that we're there?
Yes, because you spoke with it.
Yeah. No, it knows.
Is its vision based on movement?
Oh god, it's dinosaurs.
It's dinosaurs, you told me, Nira.
Can you confirm that they see us now?
I'm assuming I could see them. If they could see them, they could see us. If it's doing the same thing we're doing.
But at what point does it be them seeing us if they're just echoes of what we're doing? They're reflective. Like,
Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out. And Nira takes a step forward. Really slowly starts walking forward.
As you do, you start to see one of the smaller figures on the other side of the fog start to also walk closer.
I'll sidestep with her, make sure she's not going by herself.
All right. Again,
I'll
you
walk
see
up as
another
well.
figure, small. They all start walking towards. If you all start walking, these figures are getting closer to you. And
But I'm like, my hands
10
are up.
feet.
I'm very passive.
Yeah.
Walking
gonna get to about 10
very
feet.
slowly, very slowly.
you guys are getting closer and closer. And when you guys reach about 10 feet, you find yourselves staring back at yourselves. And that is where we will end tonight.
Ah!
Jesus Christ. Let chaos reign, baby.
Oh,
Well, I guess
my
we'll
goodness.
have to reflect on this episode.
Duval, don't leave. Duval, don't leave.
His spirit just leaves his body.
I just need to roll a wisdom saving throw. I rolled a 5.
Natural one.
Great.
Everyone in chat and with us on Twitch tonight, thank you so much for watching with us. We appreciate you being here. Thank you to all my lovely players. Thank you to Damien for putting together this game and this channel. We appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll be back next week with Chapter 3 of Fantastic
Oh
King.
no, it's half over. No, I don't want it.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.